And now we move on to Nigeria, where farmers, especially those on large scale, are now keeping away from their farms owing to what they call activities of kidnappers, and what has now posed a threat to commercial farming in the country. In Nigeria, there are many large-scale farmers across the country with hundreds of hectares of land engaged in both crop and livestock farming. A farmers' pressure group that champions the cause of farmers say that owing to the threat, over 50,000 farmers have now abandoned their farms in northeast Nigeria alone.
With the economic difficulties in recent years and deteriorating security conditions, kidnappings for ransom are increasing in Nigeria. On 29th August, more than 50 people, including pregnant women and children, were abducted during a raid on a village in northwestern Katsina State. Reportedly, 10 of them have since been released.
10 d'entre ces personnes auraient depuis été libérées.
Our correspondent Ibrahim Abdulaziz is with us now. Ibrahim, good morning to you, a warm welcome to you, and happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence and very good morning to you, Jerry Bambi, and how are you doing?
Very well, we're fine, and we're glad to have you with us this morning. Kidnapping for ransom is Nigeria's latest security problem. How does it affect farmers and farming activities in the recent time?
Really, Jerry, farmers, especially those on large scale, are now keeping away from their farms owing to the activities of kidnappers. Consequently, causing threat to commercial farming, especially in the northern part of the country that used to be the food basket of the nation. The islands were mostly young, drawn largely from Nigeria's emerging kidnapping cartels, whose brutality has worsened over the past 1 year. The roads on motorcycles, brandishing AK-47s, G3s, AK-49s, and matches. It's so disheartening that the increased incidence of kidnapping in some part of the country, particularly in the north, are the present threatened commercial farming as the owners are specifically becoming kidnappers, and those are abducted were forced to pay ransom. And apart from several threats to their life, the hoodlums sometimes do invade farms and rustling calls, like what happened at an integrated farm along Jericho Garko in Kaduna, Northwest Nigeria, where a farm worker was kidnapped and had to pay 2 million naira as ransom before he was free. Many victims spoken to have quoted 1,000 to 10,000 US dollars as the average money to kidnappers for the release of each captive in a country where more than 86 million people live below the poverty line. It is now worrisome that incessant kidnapping had also scared foreign investors. And according to annual reports produced in conjunction with the Regional Security Office at the United States Consulate General in Lagos, Nigerian kidnapping for ransom, popularly known as KFR, is now becoming a lucrative industry and continues to be a security concern nation.
Ibrahim?
Alors, Ibrahim, n'existe-t-il pas d'estimation?
There are no official estimates of the number of farmers displaced, and how does this affect food security?
Yeah, kidnapping incidents, including those affecting farmers, are underreported, making it so difficult to determine the exact number of such events. However, records by All Farmers Association of Nigeria, AFAN, said that in the last 3 months only, over 200 farmers were kidnapped and at least 50,000 farmers were forced to abandon their farms in the farming communities of Katsina, Zamfara, Kaduna, Taraba, and Benue State, respectively. Most farmers have already given up farming this year for fear of abductions for ransom, and fear for being killed or kidnapped forced the farmers to abandon the crop, and thousands of acres of land are also uncultivated and even exiled. Warn the consequence of displacement of farmers to the Nigerian government food security drive. The ugly scenario has prevented both national and international investors to now invest, especially in the northern Nigeria, which incur unbearable economic recession, rising extreme poverty, high unemployment rate, and economic downturn, as well as poor market performance in the north.
First off, let me say we'll need you to speak up a little louder, or maybe it's with the connection. But this calls for a lot of concern, especially for food security. So, with this threat posed on farmers, what are the measures so far taken by either farming groups or and other relevant authorities?
Yes, Bambi. Well, the federal government, through the Ministry of Agriculture, said efforts were being intensified to address the ugly scenario. And under Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, a security unit called Agro Rangers had been set up with over 3,000 personnel to guard farmers and agri investments. The corps had already deployed personnel to safeguard multi-purpose farms in Sokoto, Kaduna, and other states, just as the unit also received application from farmers. While Agro Rangers are meant to send to about 3,000 registered commercial farms to guard them against any form of security threat, farmers spoken to say the arrangement has not been working as they don't have access to them. And for now, the farmers have become endangered species on their farms and even their homes, and only time shall tell what will be the futures of Nigeria's farmers.
One would expect that the relevant security agencies in the country would rise to the occasion and put a stop to this. Ibrahim, this is how much we can take, though. We'll have to let you go now. Thank you for speaking with us, and speak with you soon again.
Thank you, Jerry Bambi and the others. We hope the government will bears up for the limit challenges.